Okay, we're back here. What did I miss? Something about owl chunks. Strax talking about the creation kit. Oh no, yeah, I was saying you should do that. You absolutely should. I've got the creation kit downloaded. I've been playing with it. The only thing I notice is it's slow on my system. I put 64 gig of RAM in a system. So I was at 32. I bumped it up to 64. It ran at 32 just fine, but it was kind of tedious going back and forth into Starfield and then back into Creation Kit. And it's an interesting tool. It feels like it it gives you access to like all sorts of things in the game. However, it is kind of rough around the edges and things don't work the way I think they should work. But it's cool. I'm enjoying it. I haven't kind of hit the point where I'm able to release what I've been working on yet, but it's worth it. I mean, if you put this kind of time into Starfield and you like the game, I can't imagine why it wouldn't be a good idea to at least play around with it and see what you can do. I see some neat stuff out there, and there's some people that have some nice YouTube tutorials on how to do some basics. So there's a real easy way to get in, and there's a guy, I keep trying, Jay Ramos Gaming, something like that, who he starts off, he has a very easy intro that just shows you how to duplicate a crate and put it on the landing pad at Sidonia and put some goodies in it, which is pretty neat right now. So it's definitely cool. I think it's worth it. It's just it takes longer than I thought it was going to take. Well, I don't know that I have all the time for it. What was I going to do here? I'm looking for a different planet, not this one. I thought it was going to be okay, but it wasn't. Didn't turn out to be everything I wanted it to be. So there's one on Ixal. Can I get there? Ixal's only a level 40. I'm going to go back to Celebrai because I think that's going to get me close to Ixal. I'm just going to land here. Yeah, Strat X Utah in the... It's funny, he takes his time to make a point, which is fine, right? And it's a very casual kind of thing, and it's cool. And he's always got this kind of music rumbling in the background. I don't know what it's from, but... Okay, I don't know why I'm here. Didn't want to be here. I want to be... Oh, this was my jumping off point. I can't even get here from here? Where do I have to go? Okay. Go to Shoza. Hopefully I don't have to fight 100 things just to pass through Shoza. We're at Shoza. This isn't where I want to go. Where I want to go... is Ixal. Is this where the... Is this where the retreat is? It's a different place. Well, I think the interesting thing about the creation kit is if you've been making creations for earlier Bethesda games, a lot more of it makes a lot more sense. Oh, it is. This is where the Ilios retreat is. So the Ilios retreat is clearly a safe place, and you could do whatever you want here. Deciduous Forest. Retreat is where... I'm not going to land at the retreat right now, but you could make a base out here and it would be fine too. Savannah. This, oh, it's mountains. And on the Savannah. I like the coast. I'm going to land at the coast. I'm following Old King Goth, though, because he has specific tutorials to make quests. Yes, and he's got a great track record of good creations. So but I do think it's the kind of thing where you just, I mean, at least for me, I've got to incrementally build up, like do simple things and then make more complex things, and it just takes some time, but it's fun. Fun so far. I'm trying to balance, and you know, this is just one of those things where you're like, look at these crazy things. What a terrible environment this is. I'm going to fly over here to a rock. fast travel back into my ship. That's better. So this is not a bad planet, no doubt about it. And I'm right next to the coast again, which is great. You have a ship? What is that? Oh, that's like a little... Could be a civilian base or something. I think it looks pretty nice. It's only like level 40, so it's low level. I mean, I don't mind a higher level place, but it is kind of annoying if you find yourself constantly fighting ridiculous creatures. Maytu from Ireland, welcome back. Nice to see ya. We're kind of on a brief hunt for an ideal, say, luxury coastal home location. I think this looks pretty nice. I'd like to see it during the daytime, but I'm optimistic about this hunting nightmare. Really?
I shall stand guard while you focus.
What are you? Oh, I gave her one of those grenades from. I think I gave her one of the grenades from Shattered Space. StratX says, if anyone's ever worked with a company content management system or company learning tool, that's basically what Creation Kit is, but it's tremendously large and allows code script plugins. Sounds like a reasonable description. Oh, did I check the water yet? No. It's supposed to be okay. Good. What are you, schooling sawhead grazer? Can't really shoot anything. No, this looks like a pretty good location. No complaints about that. I just, yeah, I changed my mind. I don't like the gravity. Yeah, what time is it in Ireland? Oh, dark 30. Very disappointed by that. So, Ixel is a good location. Where was where's Smyrna? Surma? Is that what it's called? I think it's one of these. It's like buried in the middle of thing. There you go. It's right there. Is this where Vlad's place is? It is. Okay, so yeah, his is a perfect place too. I didn't think about that. 1:43 in the morning. Wow. I hope you work like a swing shift or something like that. Or maybe you just stay up late. Happy New Year, by the way. Abandoned outpost in Vlad's Villa. Yeah, can't go wrong with this place either, can you? What do you mean? Have I not been here before? Unexplored, and you can't jump here unless you go to Vlad's house where you've already been, clearly. I think. This game. So that's pretty good. Dances with Owls, thank you very much for joining, and welcome. Congratulations on finding the button. Do you have any tips for anybody else on how to find it? That's cool, too. Abandoned outpost. That's pirates, right? Haven't shot anybody in a while. Oh, got it. So you're young. You're out of school for a while. That makes perfect sense. What's this place? Oh, spacers. Good night, buddy. Wasn't exactly what I was looking for. Oh, you guys. I will shoot all of you that stick your heads out. Anybody else outside? Or is he in his own areas? Hey, man. How did I miss him? Oh, he's fighting like a bug. Can I shoot him?
Looks to be a Helium-3 facility, but no longer functional.
Looks to be a Helium-3 facility. Few bugs. Oh, I thought it was a abandoned hangar. My mistake. The guy did not even notice me, like, creeping up behind him. I don't think I did it. It's gravity. Creep down here. Just, back of the head. What you got? Anything good? Nope. Nothing good. Dazra flushes him out. Head pack. I don't need that. I don't really need stuff either. Credits, toxin, tungsten. I've just left rocks out on there. Shouldn't there be a guy in here? I'll shoot you in the arm, man. Literally shot him in the arm. Oh, Varun would be good here. Anything to drink?
Another way into the facility, perhaps?
Yes, we're just going to walk in the back door and take all the contraband. Because it's always here. Although, I do like the sniper approach. Because I have 1,000 rounds of it. Cheat a little bit. Die already, man. Just wait for that guy to creep around the corner. I like how he wears a flashlight on his head. The shoulder. Got that guy in the face.
Kind of power. I'm glad it is in your hands.
So at least this planet is not radioactive constantly.
I heard something.
Constantly damaging me with environmental issues. Come on, come around the corner. If you're gonna get in my way, Andreja, we're just gonna have to run around and do this way. All right. I think the loot's down here, isn't it? Our high-level guy. We have an elemental refined Eon. We have a tiny little, yeah, whatever. Superior mercenary space helmet. I'll take it. Mission. This, that. We have an Astra. Been turning those lately. Oh, this is kind of nuts. Yeah, get it out of the way. And what's our prize? Wow. Where's Andreja? Evidently carrying too much stuff. Take some things.
Ah, hello. Need to see what I'm carrying?
Please take all of the useless spacesuits. I do not want to have. Oh, wait, I want that one. I have a lot of weapons too, don't I? Yeah. Crucible blade. I think she's already carrying a long fang, but she can carry an extra one. Strat says, like mods, usually override functions, usually in that rule, you put the overhaul mods first. Oh yeah, so you get a whole, there's a whole order that you have to load those things in order to keep them from stomping all over each other, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
Goodbye.
Thanks, Matui. But Matthew? It almost sounds like Matthew. Matthew? If you like the video, hit the like button. The algorithm likes it. Kineer likes it. Been going for a little while here.
What did you want to do?
Shotgun shells, credits.
I imagine it was not part of your training as a miner.
Yeah, I'm not going to go clear out the rest of this place. I have the key, but it could. That's a strange way to stand. The hunting hookneck. There's nothing. Oh, there's a replacement celery. Thank you very much. Shepherd's pie. Baguette. Okay. Yeah, so this is a good planet too. I think this is actually a really good planet. You can't really live in Vlad's place, can you? But it's definitely a nice environment. And if you were to come out here early on and set up a little base, you'd be going to Vlad's anyway. And that's probably the only reason to not come out here. Because if you're going to set up a base someplace else, you want as many places as you can fast travel to easily and quickly without too much trouble. That's my general thought. Because of that weird little quirk in the fast travel, so if you have a base somewhere, you can travel from one side of the settled system to the other. Like, I've got this base out here on Bessel. Like, clearly I don't have the range, according to the red line, to get here. But if I just pick that location, I'll come straight out here regardless of whether my ship has the fuel or according to the navigation feature. Excuse me. I didn't realize I'd taken my suit off. There's the danger. Not dying now? Excellent. Good job. I haven't built a base out here yet, but I did put down a marker, so if I wanted to, I can farm 5 materials out here. I don't think I'm going to need to do that. Oh, what was that, StratX? The whole traveling from side to side in the system? I think it's a bug, honestly. I think early on, like, the game was originally supposed to have fuel. Fuel was supposed to be meaningful, right? So you weren't supposed to be able to fly your ship as easily. You were supposed to stop and refuel in order to go places. And certainly, like, you had to have jump range and things like that. Oh, there's a ship over there. But I think that's one of those things they cut out early on before launch. They just said, you know, it's too complex. They play tested it and people said, this is hard, I don't like it. And, you know, so they just simplified it again and again. And so I think the fact that you can just put a base down somewhere and travel completely from one side to the other is maybe just something that got left in, was an accident, and they're not worried about fixing it because, frankly, with all the complaints about travel and things like that, taking things away from people would probably just bother them. It's this ship, a transpo. What's it doing now? Yeah, I don't think there's anything special about that ship. Should we go get the groats? I might go get the groats real quickly just to fill in some gaps. I'm not going to talk to him. I'm not going to do the duel. I mean, I might do it off camera. It's okay, but man, it's a dry quest. I mean, there's a bunch of ways you can finish that quest, but I don't think this one really does anything. So here we go. Like, clearly I have been here. I have come all the way from one side to the other. And I can't go straight there. Yeah, I can. I have a base right there too. Yeah, I didn't mean to call it cut content because that has like a negative connotation, right? Every time I think cut content, I think of a studio, and I'm not saying Bethesda, but I'm just saying a studio that removes something deliberately to sell it back to you later. And that's not really, I'm sure that's just one interpretation of it. But we know that there were elements in the game early on that when they play tested it, people said they weren't fun. And literally for the people that would watch my stream with 2,000 hours, 6,000 hours, things like that, none of us would have minded, right? Making something a little more complex, probably. Like, nobody here would be sitting back going, oh, it made it too difficult. But, you know, for the balance of how do you get more people to play and how do you make it more appealing, I think that's what happened. And the fuel thing, I think, was one of them, right? So if you've played like Elite Dangerous, there's a reason the fuel rats exist, right? It's because you can just get yourself stuck out somewhere and, you know, and die. I don't think they wanted to do that here. Okay, guys. I can't fast travel out there to that place. Guess I'll go get in the buggy. So I think there's absolutely content they removed. Variety of reasons I'm not 100% sure of. Yeah, Elite Dangerous is much more like flight simulation, space flight simulation. Which is fun, you know. I flew out and got the mugs at Hutton, or is it Hutton Orbital? That was a ridiculous flight. I don't remember how long that took. All I remember is when I arrived, the paint had peeled off my ship. I literally just sat staring at my screen for